Hello Africa, how are you? This is Abraham Mashaya from XCB Africa. We meet once again. Today I'm just gonna do a short testimony about our 3D scanning that has saved me from being a candidate of diabetes. Yes, you heard me right. Diabetes was heavily knocking on the door of my immunity. Telltale signs, yes, they were there. I was somebody who was sweating a lot. And as if I should tell you, right now, today is Thursday, 5 February. Time check, it's 8 p.m. Yes, it's around about 10 past 8 right now. And I have had a lot of traveling to do during the day, and I'm still in the office. And I'm sure you can still see that I still have the energy to go on. This did not just happen by accident. By now, I should be very much exhausted. So I've been having these kind of fun experiences. Just a little bit of nyana or of heat and so forth. I would sweat. Number two, I couldn't walk, for even for 100 meters, without really, gasping for some air. But obviously, I would do it in a way that people wouldn't notice. But inside, I would really be worried that something is really not right with me. Then the other thing also that was happening with me was muscle cramps. Guys, I'm telling you this. I was having cramps left, right, and center. Any sudden tense movement of my muscles that was going to result in a cramp. If I twist my neck just like in a sudden movement, the cramp gets on. Even when I was brushing my teeth, it went on to that point whereby when I was brushing my teeth, just to pull my tongue out, to brush my tongue, all this part would be cramped. It was crazy. Even when I was taking a shower, sometimes you bend down to try to clean, your feet. The moment I bend down to clean my feet, I would be having stomach cramps that at some point I would even stop breathing because of the pain when the muscles have contracted. So if I'm sleeping, just a simple twist or shift of position would result in cramps. So it had gone that bad. But because, I'm somebody who really sacrifices to say, no, I shouldn't listen to this body. I have to do what's supposed to be done. So I was the first person to test myself using our 3D diagnostic program and also meta therapy. What I found out in my own system is what I will be detailing to you guys. As XCB Africa, we have never had this kind of a thing of trying to push our services, our products, or anything using our customers, because we believe our clients, they have got the right to their privacy and confidentiality. They have that right. So if we post anything, it means we would have sought consent from an individual. Obviously, the thing is we don't use names, and we try by all means such that the testimony would never trace back to somebody. That's how we value people. We don't value money. To me, money really comes secondary. What comes first is your smile, is restoring someone's hope, is when somebody says, hey, since I've started taking your product, I have got a very huge, improvement in my system. That is what we are here for as XCB Africa. Hence, we will never manipulate you to give you people testimonies, cook this and that, so that you feel like, wow, I think this product is a must go for. No, we don't do that. So even on this one, I've got a client that I did the diagnostic on. she was just in awe. She was amused. You could see in her face that, wow, how did you pick this thing? Because it has been like troubling me, actually. Oh, anyway, let me not go there. So, but I've never like tried to say, no, please, can you come and give us testimonies of the people? No. I said myself, I'm the one who is going to be doing such, because I'm not a bridge. I'm a human being. I'm prone to these diseases. I'm also exposed as much as all of us are exposed. So when I did this, then I ran the diagnostics. Then I found out, guys, that my pancreas, was in bad shape. Then that had now to give me some good clues as to why I would sweat excessively, why I would, not even be able to walk even uphill, I could feel like, hey, my body's really heavy, I can't do it, I'll walk slowly, the tortoise walk. That's what I used to be doing. But after the diagnosis, what I simply did is, I just did one simple therapy, just to make sure that the energy that is being lost by the cells, in the pancreas would start to revive and restore homeostatic, condition to my, internal organ, which is obviously one of the major organs that if it's compromised, diabetes straight away knocks on your door. So after the diagnosis, this is something that is so funny about this kind of therapy. When you are doing that therapy, you wouldn't even feel anything because it's energy, it's frequency. So after about 4 hours, when I was now, let's say, okay, fine, let me just take a walk home. I took my section. I've never had such energy, I think, for years now. I went uphill like I'm going downhill. And by the time I got home, I still had that energy of saying, am I home already? Or the journeys are just beginning? Such was the energy. And to me, I was like, this has never been me. So that therapy that I did 5 hours ago seriously has given me this kind of results. Sweat, I'm telling you, I had minimal sweat. That was not even, it was only a shiny face, but you couldn't see the sweat coming out or the drops. Like before, I would be literally, having sweat rolling down, my head and cheeks. So to me, I was like, wow, this is beautiful. Just on one session, and I'm already feeling, energetic as this. Boom, let's go now to the issue of cramps. By the time I was taking a shower, I did the normal routine, bending down, doing this. I brushed my teeth, my tongue. Oh, I never felt any cramp. I went to bed. I stretched, like a god. I stretched, thinking that maybe that cramp would come. Never did. Since that day, it has been like 4 or 5 days now. I've never experienced any cramp again. On just a simple one session on therapy, just reversing and, cancelling out wrong energies on the pancreas. That's when I realized that, surely diabetes is knocking. And the good thing about our 3D scanning, it actually tells us that this condition, your glucose levels now are no longer normal within your body. So that's how literally I dodged being one of the candidates of diabetes. So I urge you guys, especially those who are in Eswatini, where our office is, please, if you do not have money for anything, have that money for a diagnostic, because that's where it starts. Our equipment is able to get inside of you and assess every organ, every tissue, every muscle, every cell, right to molecular level. It's just so beautiful. I almost had a teary eye, like whoo. And also, there were some telltale signs of high blood pressure. So I'm just busy, doing therapy to myself. So I know there are a lot of people out there who could be feeling funny things, and you're just trying to suppress, maybe you're just trying to do this or try to jog and whatever. Guys, I'm telling you, once your cells start to lose energy, to lose information, it is very difficult for you to get it back unless we do a metatherapy on you. Take it from me. I love you, Africa. Maswati amahle. I love you guys. We are going to be all over Africa, so that's why I don't really like zero in Maswati or South Africans or Zimbabweans and whatever, because as XCB Africa, we are for every African child. We are saying this year, Asipileni. Let us live. Gatiraramei. For the time is now. You must not be a candidate of diabetes. And I'm telling you, every year, you can find these records from World Health Organization, how many people are being diagnosed of diabetes every year, of being diagnosed of high blood pressure every year. And before you are diagnosed, there are telltale signs. Sometimes you might not know. But once we do a 3D scanning on you, we can do a prognosis and tell you that, hey, the route you are taking, that's not gonna end you well with you. It's gonna end in tears. But the good thing is, once we find it, we reverse it. So you will never ever have to get diagnosed of such things. This also goes to tumors. This also goes to cancers. We can detect it before the onset of it. So with those words, guys, I wanted to find a squad or a squad's way of ending it, but the squad is failing me for now. But we meet to part and we part to meet. See you on the next episode. With love from XCB Africa, signing out. Thank you. Bye.